Before watching tonight's program, please attend to the following health and safety advice. In the event of a tasteless joke, move calmly to the phone and register a pompous complaint to the ABC. If you're only viewing the show because your boyfriend likes it, leave your neck straight while drifting off. Finally, people prone to seizures should avoid looking at visual effects such as this. Thank you. Have a safe and happy viewing.
Good evening and welcome to The War. It's great to have you with us as we all still try to catch our breath from that amazing mine rescue at Beaconsfield on Tuesday morning.
Just unbelievable, wasn't it? And of course, now that they're out, the media bidding war for their story has begun in earnest. Now, if we have a look at the latest bids, to talk to just one of the miners, it's $1 million. $6 million for both of them, and if you want to talk to Bill Shorten, it's $2.95.
That's actually gone up quite a bit. At one point, I actually looked at the coverage, and Bill Shorten was on 5 networks at one time.
I know, and 2 of them weren't even covering the mine rescue.
No.
It was just Bill giving a random interview on Ready, Steady, Cook.
I think that's actually why Eddie Maguire flew down there. He wanted to meet the one person in the country who's been on more shows than him.
Well, I know, like, Eddie's been a bit harshly done by this week, copping a bit of flack. I mean, sure, he was in Beaconsfield to do some kind of deal for the footy show, but when push came to shove, at least he was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is more than I can say for this person here.
Exactly. Where was Naomi when the miners came out? Nowhere to be seen.
Nowhere at all. Still at the Logies after party, I dare say.
Well, the Logies do mean a great deal to Naomi. I mean, she left Tassie just to go to them. But the real tragedy was her makeup truck was still back at Beaconsfield.
We know she can't go anywhere without her makeup, Naomi. So we decided to come to her rescue by personally bringing her full makeup convoy to the Logies. There we are.
He's turning up
on the red carpet. And that's not the whole lot, that's just foundation.
No, exactly. Look at all the people that put the makeup on, it's amazing.
It was an incredible night. I know Naomi was extremely grateful. And tell you what, speaking of the Logies, we've asked Chaz here to join us on the couch because I think you've got a little bit of explaining to do about your behaviour last Sunday.
Yes, I do. I was doing some serious boneheading on Sunday. We've talked about this on the show before. Boneheading is essentially those guys who turn up in the back of shots acting like dickheads.
And we pretty much put you on bonehead duties for the entire night of the Logies. We set you a challenge. We asked you to do 20 appearances throughout the Channel 9 telecast.
That's right.
Let's see whether Chaz could actually make the Logies broadcast interesting.
TV Week
Here we go, the count starts. It's actually quite easy.
Any more?
There I am, just doing the usual kind of staring vacantly in the background thing.
On the screen.
Yeah, clapping like an idiot, hugging people, massaging people. All classic bonehead manoeuvres. Typical bonehead manoeuvre here. Look at this, both thumbs up. There you go, big hug.
Where?
There you go.
Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, I love a Cirque du Soleil bonehead.
There you go. 20 boneheads.
20! You got there!
Thank you very much. Thank you. To be honest, it was actually very easy. Security didn't come near me, so I thought I'd have a bit of fun and ramp things up a little. First, I got myself into the green room, which is a locked-off room. Then I did that whole talking into the phone routine, classic bonehead. I got in people's way. Watch this poor guy here. Whoa, watch out. I did the whole stretching in the background thing. It's all good stuff, but if you really want to make a splash with a bonehead, you've got to do it on stage.
Water high.
Oh, you're not.
Here we go.
You're not going to.
Look. It's about time. It's about time that my outstanding work in children's drama was recognised. And you've got to kiss your baby and the baby.
me with me here, and also for the great support they gave us with the publicity.
They're getting on you, I think.
The publicity and the
They're on to me.
and the upstaging.
Oh, come on, respect.
No respect at all. And would you believe it, even after that, I still wasn't approached by security. So I thought, bugger this, I can do anything here. So I just went absolutely tropper.
Love my way.
See, you can spot me here. Very subtle. Fist pumping action.
McManus.
Which one's Belinda?
It was a very restrained performance, I thought, there. There we go. Well,
Johnny's loving it.
I was having a great time here. And when you're having a night this good, you got to go for goals. The gold logie for Boneheads, right here. There you go.
29 boneheads.
That's right. 29 Boneheads. Everyone was celebrating my achievement, and no one was celebrating harder than me.
Oh, not the big finale.
Oh, yeah. My big finale. There we go, they're dancing on stage.
Back on stage.
There you go. Oh, it's 34 of them.
34 boneheads. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the ultimate bonehead, Gaz Ricciardello. Bloody good effort.
Thank you.
That is an incredible effort, Chazzy. We now have to move on, though, away from boneheads to the one thing in life that's possibly more annoying than boneheads, and that is spam email.
Oh, I hate spam email. I never know why people bother to send it. Like,
No.
I read somewhere that the take-up rate on spam email offers, it's something like 0.01% or something incredibly low
It is
like
very
that.
minuscule. So we started thinking, instead of sending these emails to random people, wouldn't spam products attract more customers with a more personal sales approach, like going around door to door?
Hello, madam. How are you? We're from Westpac Internet Banking. We're doing an upgrade on our website. We just need your login and your password, just for security purposes.
You're joking.
No, seriously, we're doing an update on the website there. You don't want to give me your password? You won't be? You're not with that bank?
No,
Which bank are you with?
that's none of your business.
Well, because we're also doing an upgrade for them. You don't want to give us security for them. I happen to be the cousin of the president of Nigeria. He's trying to get $40 million out of the country at the moment due to the political strife. If you give me your banking details, then possibly you'll get 10% of that $40 million. It's 100% guaranteed.
Lost your mind.
Sorry.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks.
We've just signed from Carmen. She's an American college student who has a website where she shows you everything. I'm wondering if you'd be interested in signing up for that.
Sorry?
Hey, so how are you? Can I interest you in a website of horny teen sluts? What about mature ladies that never quit? No, that either. Can we interest you in a website of barely legal teen sluts?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? You'd like to sign up for that? Yeah, show you everything. She's got huge tits and a tight ass and she wants to go all night.
Definitely.
No, she does those lesbian sleepovers as well.
Definitely not.
No.
I'm offended that you're here
Yeah?
knocking on my door, selling whatever you're selling.
Selling that kind of stuff. What about, I can't help you out with your short penis with some herbal remedies or anything like that?
No, definitely not.
76% of lovers are unsatisfied with the size of their partner's penises. You're fine with your penis size? Have you thought of a bigger one? Oh, hello, madam. Can I interest you in a penis enlargement? You sure? What about your incredibly small penis? Would you like some herbs which will make it bigger?
No, I don't need that.
You don't need the bigger penis? That's not what everyone's saying around the neighbourhood.
Oh, I just have a question for the guys. Actually, just quickly, I've just got 10 questions. First, are you enjoying the year? Second, what team do you support in the AFL? Third, the rest of you guys hope to host Friday night games one day like Fitzy does. Fourth, you realise what a coincidence it is you've turned up in the same shirt today. Fifth, are you going to clean up all the shit you've left all over the stage? I hope so. Sixth, are you looking forward to the next Harry Potter novel? Seventh, do you think the TCP/IP protocol is the most efficient way of transferring digital information? Eighth, what's the meaning of life? Ninth, I'm really allergic to dog hair. Do you reckon I should use it antihistamine or something? And 10th, can you tell me where the toilets are in this place? I'm busting for a piss. Oh, yes.
There's not much I agree with Mark Latham about, but I think he got it right in relation to you.
Andrew. One of the things I love about this country is the number of big things we have. You know, Coffs Harbour, they've got the big banana.
That's right. Nambour in Queensland, the big pineapple.
And, of course, yeah, in Kim Beazley's hometown of Perth, there's the big lemon. But still, I'm a big fan of anything that is ridiculously oversized, which is why I love those people who go to parks, you know, during lunchtime and play massive chess. I reckon any game is improved by making it big.
Look, I couldn't agree. I am totally hooked on big Sudoku.
Absolutely. Much better, much better. Big Sudoku works. If big chess can work, I thought other games might be able to be upscaled too. What do you think of big chess?
I think it's fabulous.
Do you think it's better than normal chess?
Yeah.
I think it's bigger.
Bigger is better.
We've got the War Memorial there, but we're thinking of changing that, changing it from a place of tranquil reflection to a place of fun with a big Connect 4 game. What do you think?
No.
No? Why not?
No respect.
It wouldn't be too dangerous to climb all the way up there. I mean, what happens if you fail?
Then you're disqualified. Oh. We've got a fountain area there. We're thinking of getting rid of that and turning it into a big Trivial Pursuit game.
Ah, nice.
How does that sound?
Nice. Look at the size of that dice. You'd get a bit of a workout throwing that around.
We're a little bit worried about cheating because you can actually see the answers from 2 kilometres away. We've got the fountain, which we're thinking of turning into the world's first big Hungry Hippos arena. What do you think? These are actually man-eating hippos.
Right.
So you can replace the balls with human beings, and then you have a, you know...
Maybe taxi drivers?
That's right. Any other games you'd like to see made big?
Big Monopoly?
Yeah. Oh, that's what Telstra's got. We just reckon there's not enough action, not enough throwing in big chess, which is why we've invented big darts. This is actually the biggest bullseye in the world, so every time you miss it, that's a little bit more embarrassing. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what they're above. Oh, excellent. Oh, well played. You've worked hard. You deserve a big beer.
I'm not Bob Cobb, you know.
فهنا دلالة واضحة على أن هذا الاقتصاد العالمي الربوي الممحوق الذي تستخدمه أمريكا مع قوتها العسكرية لفرض الكفر والإذلال على الشعوب المستضعفة يمكن بسهولة أن يتهاوى. فتلك الضربات المباركة قد ألحقت بأمريكا باعترافهم هم في أسواق نيويورك وفي غيرها أكثر من $1 تريليون خسارة بفضل الله سبحانه وتعالى، وبإمكانيات بسيطة استخدموا طائرات العدو ودرسوا في مدارس العدو.
Now, I love my talkback radio. It's the only medium where anyone can just ring up, have their say, and then be yelled at. And no one yells louder than Stan Zemanek. Stan has a talkback show that's syndicated nightly across Australia, and apparently he's the most complained about radio announcer in the country. Now, I know this because he boasts about it on his website. But is Stan Zemanek really that brutal? I thought I'd try a little experiment and ring up Stan pretending to be a long-term unemployed person who was clinically depressed, and then see just how sympathetic Stan actually was. And as it turned out, he gave me some real food for thought.
Nobody in their right mind can be unemployed for 3 years, you bludger.
No, honestly...
You're a low-life bludger, you know that? You're lower than a snake's belly. You're an oxygen thief.
Just what every person feeling depressed needs to hear. And that's the thing I love about Stan. He's a great listener, and he cares. That's why I'm so pleased to see he's finally started up his very own Lifeline service.
Depression, anxiety, mental illness. We can help.
I've been feeling quite depressed for a number of years now, and I find it hard to get out of bed, to be honest, let alone get a job. Like I've seen stuff and
Must be terrible.
At the Stan Zemanek Lifeline, you can speak to Australia's foremost voice of compassion.
So how long have you been unemployed?
I've been on and off unemployed for about 3 years.
Nobody in their right mind can be unemployed for 3 years, you bludger.
No, honestly...
You're a low-life bludger, you know that? You're lower than a snake's belly.
Stan,
You're an absolute oxygen thief.
What do you think I should do then?
I think you should get off your bony backside and go out and get yourself a job.
I've actually had a quite tough life.
Oh, a tough life, my ass.
It hasn't been easy for me.
Yes, you poor little dear. You probably went to bed at 5 and you pooped your pants at 6. Is that the sort of thing that went on? Listen, do me a favour, go and give yourself an uppercut.
The Stan Zemanek Lifeline. Speak to a voice that cares.
Why don't you take up the work that your mother's doing? She's selling herself underneath a red lamp as a prostitute.
Americans love freedom. Indeed, in this year's State of the Union address, George Bush used the word freedom, freedom, freedom a record 17 times. Now that may sound a lot, but I reckon it's a record that can be broken. Can I find an ordinary American who says the word freedom more than 17 times in a single conversation? What's the best thing about America?
Freedom, I guess.
What the best thing about America? The freedom.
Freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of, well, let me just think about it.
What does the Bill of Rights say?
I've got freedom of speech. You want to listen to me? All right, I've got freedom of speech, which I value first of all. Freedom of press. But you got a copy of it on you that I can... What's the best thing about America? Maybe our beer.
What about freedom?
My fucking brother. Freedom? What freedom? What freedom?
Thank you.
We don't got freedom!
Well, listen, buddy, freedom comes second. I mean, freedom is something that we'd all love to enjoy, but before everybody can be free, we got to go kill some fucking smaller nations. And that's the only way that we're going to enjoy freedom as a society.
Hey, you want to hear freedom?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what freedom is. Freedom is the right to have your own speech. Freedom is the right to do what you will any damn time you feel like it. Freedom is actually being able to breathe in and not have to worry about damn taxes because you got to put your kids to damn school. That's freedom. That's motherfucking freedom.
I hear the bell. You just said freedom 18 times. You've just beaten George Bush. Congratulations. You've won this wonderful Freedom Beach Towel. Do you have any words to say?
Thank you. George Bush, suck my dick.
And in other news, life in the small town of Beaconsfield is slowly returning to normal after the epic mine rescue saga over the past 2 weeks. For all the latest on how the rescued miners are faring, we're joined now by the two men themselves, Brant Webb and Todd Russell. Welcome, gentlemen.
Sorry, mate. Love to help. We only talk to Eddie.
If you've got Eddie there, we'll answer his questions.
Yeah, or anyone from Nine, like Ray.
Tracy Grimshaw.
Yeah, but not Richard Wilkins. We've been through too much already.
Guys, it's Eddie here. Can you paint some kind of picture for us of what it was like down the mine? I mean, how would you describe it?
Oh, monotonous, relentless, tedious.
And that was just Bill Shorten's interviews.
So what did you actually do? I mean, how did you pass the time down there?
Well, I listened to a lot of music mostly. The Foo Fighters really helped me through.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of Morrissey, so I was pretty ready to die.
And guys, if I can ask you this, I know it's been a bit of an emotional rollercoaster ride for you, but how did you feel when you learned about the death of your mate?
Oh, no, Richard Carlton wasn't our mate.
No, but that was very tragic all the same. Tragic that it wasn't Naomi Robson instead.
Well, guys, look, it's good to see you both alive, and I tell you what, we've certainly learnt a lot about the mining spirit over these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, the whole community here, all the rescuers, they've really dug deep.
Yeah, it's just a pity they dug so slowly.
Mind you, it was worth it just to meet that bonehead when we finally got out.
What's that, 35, I think?
Yeah,
35. Well done, Chaz.
Just before we move on to the important thing of the budget, can we just say how saddened we were to hear that Paul McCartney and Heather Mills are separating? Paul has admitted that most of Heather isn't living with him anymore, but he says he does still have one of her legs.
To the budget then, and unfortunately the mine rescue didn't completely overshadow the boredom of Peter Costello's 11th budget. Although as a tribute to the miners, this year's budget lockup was held in a tiny cage a kilometre under Parliament House. Very nice.
Of course, the big winners of the budget, according to the government, were middle-income Australians. That is, of course, if those middle-income Aussies are earning $1 million a year. The budget also included inducements to Australians to trying to get pregnant, and the effects were immediate, with one well-known Australian even trying to impregnate 2 women at once. So familiar.
Yes. In his budget reply speech, Kim Beazley agreed with a lot of the government's measures, but said that the budget did nothing to address the skills shortage, particularly on the Labor front bench.
But I think personally for me, the real surprise of the budget was the lack of extra funding for flagpoles.
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, last year the government gave MPs $9,000 to put a flagpole outside their electorate office, supposedly to promote Australian values. Now, we reckon that's all wrong. We reckon all MPs should get a customised flagpole reflecting the values that they actually hold dear.
Hi there, how you going? Got a new flagpole for you? For the electorate office, so where would you like it? Yeah, okay.
I thought I have to do this twice. Oi, where you going? I'm going to tell Dad on you. Bloody hell. It's all right, I can say that.
Yeah, we got the flagpole for Mr Ruddock to reflect his personal values, or at least the ones he wants us to think he believes in. Hello, how you going?
I'm sorry, we can't accept it. You're going to have to take that over.
Okay, all right. Is it the flag? Is it a problem with the flag? Because we've got a couple that the Prime Minister might salute, maybe the Stars and Stripes, the British flag. No?
That's right, shoppers, come on into the TV Week Logie Awards. Just look at these faces. Botox, Botox, Botox bargains. Scantily clad overweight starlets from as little as 13 years old. C-list, D-list, even E-list celebrities.
Hello, Richard Wilkins. Lisa McHugh, fresh from those Dolls commercials. Her credibility massively reduced. Daryl Summers, brand new album, already it's in the remainder bit. It's monstrously mediocre. Media masturbation madness.
Welcome to Ad Road Test, the segment where we put television commercials under the microscope to see if the claims they make are really true.
That's right, and this week we turn our attention to those ads by Oral-B, which for years have followed the same famous template featuring this curious claim.
This man is a dentist, so we can't show you his face on television. Morning, Rob.
Now, Chaz, you studied law. Are you aware of any rule which says you're not allowed to show a dentist's face on TV?
I am absolutely sure that there isn't one.
There's no mention of it in the Constitution.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't mention dentistry in the Constitution, full stop, Andrew.
All right, then. So this week's challenge was to try to pull off a bit of a television first by barging into dental surgeries at random to see if we could film a dentist's face.
Hi, just looking for a dentist. Just for a second.
All right.
Hey, can I help?
Just looking for a dentist.
Excuse me, are you a dentist?
Yeah, I'm a dentist.
Are you happy to show your face on television?
Sure, no problem.
Look at that.
Good thing you are.
Sorry, in English?
So someone preying on you. Just show your face.
I show my face.
It's not a very good face, but I can show my face.
You're allowed to show your face on television?
What?
Did you show us your back like in the Oral-B ad?
No, sorry,
Rob did it.
I think Rob spent a lot of time in the gym.
I think Rob is not a real dentist.
No, that's rubbish. Take that back
That's
right
heresy.
now.
It's his chance to be the Oral-B dentist. Not at all, no. Keep that steady. This man is a dentist and we'd rather not show his penis on TV. I don't think this is proper. I'd be a bit nervous with a topless dentist.
Oh, it turns out that dentists aren't so camera shy after all.
I think I preferred it when they were.
So, all these years, Oral-B has been pushing a myth. Once again, the advertisers have lied to us through their beautifully clean teeth.
Well, hang on,
It's an
Andrew.
absolute disgrace.
Because it goes far deeper. Let's just remember what the Oral-B slogan is.
Oral-B, the toothbrush more dentists use.
Yes, well, we decided to put that claim to the test as well, with a quick snap poll of every dentist we visited. Do you actually use Oral-B toothbrushes?
Yeah, I do, yeah. No.
Oh, dear.
No, I don't.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I do.
Oh, no, I've got the new Colgate one.
Try the lot. You've tried a lot.
I get so many free toothbrushes, I sample all different kinds.
I don't brush my teeth very often.
Are you sure you're a dentist?
So, to recap, 2 used Oral-B toothbrushes, 4 used other brands, 1 used freebies, and 1 didn't even brush his teeth. It's a tissue of lies.
Maybe the new slogan should be Oral-B, the toothbrush a small minority of dentists sometimes use if they bother to brush their teeth at all.
Well, that is it for another ad road test. If there's a commercial that you'd like to see put to the road test, feel free to hit us on our guest book at abc.net.au/Chosa.
And that's it for another week. To get our hands on increased budget funding for ABC Drama, we'll be back next week as a 6-part period piece starring Sigrid Thornton.
Until then, have a great weekend. We'll leave you tonight with some rarely seen pictures of the Beaconsfield Miners walking out alive. Good night.